First, in order to log in, you need to select the server to US, and then put in your own username and password. If by any chance you forgot your password, click the Forget Your Password button located on the bottom right corner. After you logged in, you will see the My Apricot homepage. To create a form, go to the Administrator section, and then click on Standard Form under Form Designer on your left. After that, go to Form Actions and select Tier 1 from scratch. After you selected Tier 1 from scratch, you will see there are field choices on your right. These field choices are essential to your form. I will introduce some of the most common ones that can help you to create the most ideal form for you. The address form field displays as two text boxes for a physical address. The first line is standard for the number and street name, while the second line is used for the apartment or unit number. Checkbox field is used for data entry where more than one option can be chosen. A checkbox can be checked or unchecked as needed. Drop-down field is used for data entry where only one option can be chosen. Multi-line field allows for collection of text. This field displays as a larger text box on the field and collect more characters and words than a regular text field. Multi-select dropdown allows the user to select multiple options from a list by holding down the Control key while clicking each selection. Name field displays as three different text boxes, one each for first name, middle name, and last name. Each of these values is stored separately and will appear in individual columns when this data is put into a report. Numeric field is used for data available as a whole number or integer. Letters cannot be entered into numeric fields. The signature field captures name and signature, date and time at signing, and the logged-in user as witness. For each field choice, you can edit its properties by clicking the green gearbox. All fields give you the option to edit standard properties. This include required, duplicate check, locked, quick view, searchable, hidden, and clear on copy. You can also change field name under field properties. When required is checked, this field will be required to be filled out by the user before a record or form can be saved. When a duplicate check is checked, the database will automatically check the information in other records that have already been created to make sure a duplicate doesn't exist. When locked is checked, this field choice will be read-only. Users will not be able to add, edit, or remove data in this field. So let me give you an example on how to create a new form. First, I go to Tier 1 from scratch under Form Action. So here we have a new form. I'm going to rename this form to New Client Input, and then click on Apply to apply this new name setting. And then I'm going to drag some information that you might want to put in your form. First off, I'm going to drag the field name into the main area of the form. And then I'm going to click on the green gearbox and make this field required. And since we're in the US, I'm just going to leave the display style into auto, which is first name and last name. Next, I think I need a date option, which can record the entry date for this person. Next, I think we need an address for this person, so I'm just going to drag an address field into my main report. Nothing much need to change about the address, but I do want to have the city where they live, so I'm just going to drag a text box field to put in a simple city to this person. So I need to change the field name into city. Next, I also need a state for this address, so I'm just going to drag a state field into the form. A full address also required a zip, so I'm just going to drag a zip field to go after the state. After address was being taken care of, I think I'm going to record phone information for the person, so I'm just going to drag a phone field into it. And since we're in the US, I'm going to click the green gearbox and change the phone format to US instead of global. Therefore, we have 3 separate boxes with 1 more box for extension. And then I might want to know what kind of phone number this is, so I'm going to drag in a checkbox and rename this checkbox into phone type. And in order to have some options for the user, I'm going to add some choices. First would be home phone. Second can be work phone. And third one, I'm going to give it a mobile phone. As you can see, after we apply these options, we have a phone type with 3 kind of phones to choose from. Next, I want to know this person's gender, so I'm going to drag a radio button into this area. And the difference between the radio button and the phone type checkbox we just made is on the radio button you can only check one choice from the selections, but the checkbox you can have many different selections. Next, I'd like to make a drop-down field to record their marital status. So I'm gonna rename this drop-down box to marital status and give them a few options, which include single and married. Lastly, I'm gonna put in a multi-line field to record some additional information. In this case, I might want to know what kind of language this person speaks. So I'm gonna rename this field into language spoke, and whoever entered this information can put in different and multiple answers. So let's say you're satisfied with your form and you wanted to save it or to publish it. You need to click on the form actions on the right. In order to publish, you have to meet the requirement above the form actions. As you can see, there are some warnings for me, and I have to satisfy all these requirements before I can publish this form. So I can go to my Apricot homepage, and you can see the new form on the left side, and you can click on the new form that you just created, and then click on the right hand side, and here you go, there's your form.